streaming. So we'll give everyone a few minutes to hop in. And,
there you are.
All right, perfect. You'll see me on there. I'm getting all my volumes down now on my phone, so I think we'll have a lot to talk about here with people. It's 9:30. I figure we'll go at least try to do half hour to an hour or something, you know.
Sounds good, Terry.
We'll see how the people, how the chat is, how everyone's in there. All right. Oh yeah, I want to go ahead and share this on Twitter as well. All right. And I'll tag us here. Live stream. I hate sometimes when that does that on the phone. Live stream with that. All right. All right, we're just getting the message out there, guys. So we got a tweet out there, notification should have went through, I believe, on YouTube. There we go. We got people in there. You seeing them on there?
Where are you? Going live?
Yeah, we're already live, man. We're live right now.
Hey.
Yeah.
Glorious bastards. What are you doing?
All right, so you got the chat up. Can you see them in there chatting?
I can see them.
All right, perfect, man. As long as you can see the chat, then we're good to go. I got to give them the hot intro. We got everyone joining in. It shows right now 87 people. It's climbing up like crazy. So we'll get everyone another minute or two. We got the link out there on Twitter. If someone in the chat, I saw my buddy William in the chat. If you can share that link over to Stocktwits. If someone can share the link to this stream in the Stocktwits, MMTLP, MMAT, that'd be very helpful as we try to keep the stream going here for you guys. Okay. So let me hit you all with the intro, and then we're going to get into it. What is going on, my future meta millionaires? It is your boy, Terry Stonkers, and the Right Brain Trader. Woo! Let's get to it. All right. Excited. Go ahead, man. You got to hit them with your famous line because they love that too.
How you doing, you glorious bastards?
I love it. So we got the future meta millionaires and the glorious bastards here in the chat.
Hell of a team.
Yeah. So, all right. So we're here for you guys tonight. We want to reflect. There was an amazing MetaFam chat on the Twitter, and there was a lot of conversations during there, and I was happy that a lot of people got to talk and get out what they needed to say, and I only spoke maybe a few words. Right Brain didn't get to speak, and that's understandable. Like, we have channels, we can get our word out, so we said, let's just get on here and talk to people if there's people out there that still want to keep chatting about the stock. So that's what we're here to do. So, Right Brain, I'm gonna let you just, this is us reflecting off the stocks, off the MetaFam chat. So go ahead and speak. You wanted to speak in the chat. They were very busy, didn't get a chance to speak. So I'm going to give you the floor. You say what you got to say, brother.
Well, first of all, we're going to be rich, bitches.
Hell yeah, I couldn't agree more.
I wanted to first give credit to you, Terry. Thank you for having me on your channel. The level of morale you've inundated in this community doesn't go unnoticed. You speak much, in my opinion, to the mindset of the trader, which from my perspective is paramount to being a high-level trader. As you know, even though I find quantitative analysis to have its place, in my opinion, is inferior to trading psychology. If you cannot learn to recognize and control your emotions, you're not going to be successful as a trader. So your morale has been exponentially valuable to this community, and I just want to first and foremost let you know that I appreciate you, brother.
Thanks so much, man. I truly appreciate that. My number one goal with these daily videos is to keep the MetaFam positive, because I didn't want people selling their MMTLP at $1.50 because there was just no activity. Like I said, I truly believe that it was worth a hell of a lot more than $1.50. I still to this day believe that it's worth a hell of a lot more than $9. Now,
Absolutely.
of course, I always could be wrong. This is not financial advice, but that's just my true belief. All right, so we got people here. I can pull my mic in a little closer. Someone's saying they couldn't hear. But the mic's on. Everyone should say if they can hear now. I got it pretty close to me. But go ahead, brother. Keep going with what you had to say.
Yeah. Well, essentially, let me think about it for a minute. There was this gentleman he kind of rubbed me wrong. I don't know what was his name. Forgive me. My thoughts elude me. Crypto guy. He had an accent. I've actually never heard from him before. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I might have missed that. I was on, I think, the first 90 minutes, and then I did have to get off because I had dinner with family. And then I had to restart the phone and all that. And I didn't hop back on towards the very end. So there was about an hour and a half I probably missed. So I'm not really sure.
Well, essentially, he was giving the bear thesis.
Okay.
And I respect that in the sense that confirmation bias is really a human downfall. We all want confirmed what we believe to be true instead of learning what is true sometimes. And
everyone's commenting his name was the crypto guru, and saying he was from overseas and all this stuff, and
well, let me preface my thoughts. It's good to have a bear theory. However, I found some of his things that he said to be a little bit ambiguous, considering he spoke of market corruption, which, as you know, if I do anything, it is helping people to peer behind the curtain and recognize the root of the evil that exists in the elites that essentially control the market. Mm-hmm. I mean, obviously the dark pools were created with the intentions not to help retail traders as they would like you to believe, but rather to hide what is going on behind the curtain. That should be blatantly obvious for anyone that's been in the market. So I did agree with his premise of market corruption. I just found it a bit ambiguous that after that he began to market the validity of cryptocurrency, which at its roots was created to control, inevitably to control the masses for a one world currency, and things of that nature. You can call me a conspiracy theorist. You'll see in the next few years that it will be utilized for such. You can have strong fundamentals in companies with massive downswings and weak companies with massive upswings. A lot of times the company isn't the stock and the stock isn't the company. And I think that people need to realize this isn't a stock that we're dealing with. It's a preferred share dividend. Tomorrow's the dawning of a new day, and there will be a redistribution of wealth. And that wealth will be going to you glorious bastards and you future meta millionaires. We have held fast this idea that crypto guy, is that his name? Crypto guy had exerted
crypto guru. And I do just want to say there's a lot of people in the chat saying that they do agree with you 100%. And they're also saying that what they say here, they're telling you basically just to ignore him. Ignore that guy. You know what you got. Don't let it bother you. That's what a lot of people
I do. I know that there's a lot of amateur traders. I don't consider myself a professional, but I know a lot. I study a lot. There are people that are ignorant to a lot of the inner workings of what's been happening. They haven't been covering it like you have, Terry, or like I have, or multiple others. And I don't want them to be persuaded by what I consider to be FUD. This idea that a $50 sell order will fail to be filled is ambiguous considering some of the greatest short squeezes in history. Porsche, GM, etc. People sold shares in the thousands. So do not trip over dollars to pick up pennies. Now, I love you, glorious bastards, and I want you to be successful. I want you to create generational wealth, and I think that you are in a wonderful position to do that. Do not sell yourself short. We're going to have massive swings. It's going back to the aforementioned, it is going to pry on that antagonistic motion called fear. And as Terry knows, these algorithmic supercomputers that were created to instill fear in the masses. So you got computer scientists that get together with psychologists and they create these algorithms to prey on human emotion. These people, these huge hedge funds, these institutions, they're predators. Yeah. They prey on you. And the only thing that you can do to beat them is to be brave and courageous. It's like the bear, when the bear's coming after you, the bear can rip you apart. But if you stand your ground, he might run away. Yeah. You run, he's going to chase you. He's going to chase you down. You got to stand your ground. It's going to go up to 50, and then it's going to go back down to 30, and then it's going to go up to 70, and then it's going to go back down to 50. And you're going to be like, oh my God, just relax. Yeah. Relax. They have at least minimum 280, in my opinion. And this is, there's multiple sources and they differentiate a bit, but the average is, well over 250 million, and that's low end, well over 250 million shares to cover. And they only have essentially 10 days. Was it, Terry? Approximately 10 days, 10 give or take.
15 days. We're going to have to wait for the filing because I'm pretty sure a lot of people is saying it's calendar days. But I have seen a few people say it could be business days. Now, we won't know until the filing's out what that day will be. Because once the filing's out, hopefully tomorrow, we're going to have that distribution date, record date, and all that good jazz. And I'm sure once it's all official, I'm sure John Berta will probably have a tweet of some sort or in a chat and confirming, those official dates.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to point out real quick off some of the stuff you said there, which is I pretty much prepared myself for what this thing's going to do. Now, you got to look at it to where people saying it won't hit 50. And let's say they're right. Let's just say they're right. Let's say it doesn't hit 50. Well, then that's okay. If it doesn't hit, and you hear Roller Pigeon say this, if it doesn't hit our price targets, we're okay with going into Nextbridge. Like, us OGs, we're okay. If the market makers play their games and they somehow or another cheat the system, let's say they cheat the system, they get out of, however, for some reason not having to cover, they don't cover, and they can manipulate the markets, do what they got to do. And it never does take a run. I'm perfectly fine holding my shares in the Nextbridge because I truly believe there will be a sale announced shortly after. And I'm giving it like 1 to 3 months. I'm thinking there's going to be a sale announced very shortly after the spin out is complete. I give it definitely through like Q1 of 23. Sometime before Q1 of 23, there's going to be a big announcement of a press release of this thing sold for 15 billion, 19 billion, 20 billion, whatever the amount of the sale will be. And we will get our dividend somewhere between that, let's say 30 to $75, $80 a share, somewhere in that range, 30 to 85. And if they do the spin out, and let's say a big oil company buys us, that's going to be a tax-free event. So now we hold all these shares in an oil company. Now, if you sell, you pay taxes on that. But if you hold your oil shares, you can just collect those quarterly dividends. And that's one thing I did want to touch base in the MetaFam chat, because when that person was saying that they don't believe there's going to be, I think it was Smokey might have said he doesn't believe there's going to be a sale. He believes they're going to further develop the assets and make it like its own oil company and all that. I'm going to go over a couple reasons why I disagree with Smokey on that. And much love. I love Smokey to death. And I believe even Gray in that chat disagreed with Smokey as well. And it's okay for us to disagree.
First off, before you do that.
Yes, sir.
How do you pronounce Dartmouth?
I saw people doing that. I know the Dartmouth. I don't know, man. Dartmouth. Yeah. All right. So I'm pretty sure we heard John Berta mention before in the chat that he was never an oil and gas guy to begin with. John Berta never was. John Berta got into the oil and gas business through business partners and things like that.
Right.
Okay. So John Berta, he wants to get the money from this, whether it is holding the gas shares, something like that. He doesn't want to probably sit there and further develop the land. John Berta has mentioned multiple times he wants a tax-free event because if he holds 2.2 million shares, that's going to be a huge Uncle Sam tax. 50% plus on taxes of whatever he gets.
Sure.
So he would love to probably get shares. Let's just, as an example, say it's Diamondback Energy Fang. They've been buying a lot of land down there in the Permian right now. So let's just say you get Fang. Fang's trading $100 some bucks, something like that. You hold that stock, as Roller Pigeon said, the stocks generally go up fairly well. The stocks go up fairly well once a huge PR comes out on buying a huge oil asset. It usually goes up. And not only that, but you're going to get your quarterly dividends. And that's something that John Berta would really like. Step back, collect a check every quarter for his shares that he holds. So that's just my personal opinion. We all could be right. We all could be wrong. We don't know what's really going to happen until it's done. But like I said, I'm giving a timeline. There will be a sale announced in Q1 of 23. And we're going to know what's happening probably fairly soon. I just believe fairly soon. So that's just my take on it. Like I said, I could be right, could be wrong. Time will tell who's right, who's wrong.
Well, none of us have a crystal. You there?
Yeah, I can hear it. It sounded like it just skipped for a second.
It did. Well, none of us have a crystal ball. It's all speculation. I hear a lot of people talk about they don't like speculation. Well, what do you have?
Yeah.
I mean, if you didn't have speculation, not like people have a crystal ball. No one knows what's going to go on.
Yeah.
It's a big, large casino. It's a big, large casino, except the odds are in our favor. The odds are in our favor. 80,000 shares is about the most shares that have been traded. 800,000 shares are approximately the most amount of shares that have been traded in one day since MMTLP was manipulatively placed.
The average. I think it's 800,000 average a day.
There you go. So 800,000 average at 250 million shares that need to be covered. That's approximately 25 to 26 million shares a day. If we're having price swings of $2 or $3 in a day on 800,000 shares, what do you think 26 million shares is going to do? 26 million shares per day for the 10 days or 15 days or whatever. I mean, I'm talking. You're going to have candle wicks. You're going to have wicks on your candles if you're a technical analysis person. You're watching the charts. We're all watching the chart, right? So you're going to have wicks. You're going to have wicks that are $30, $40, $50 long.
I mean, that's true.
I mean, look at the Porsche. Look at Porsche squeeze. Look at the Porsche squeeze, and they didn't have as many shares to cover as we have.
Yeah.
To me, it's deductive reasoning and common sense. I mean, that people want to come with these bear theories all you want, but history mirrors itself. History has, this is why our society a lot of times wants to rip down history, just like the hedge funds want to rip down history, because people learn from history. Apparently, they didn't learn from history after GME because they've been doing it to us. Yeah. But they're going to learn. And they're going to learn starting tomorrow.
That's true.
You're going to learn the hard way. I don't have any sympathy for them. I mean, Bernie Madoff, look at the SEC for 10 years. They turned their heads. Bernie Madoff was once the head of the NASDAQ. And look what he did to people. Look what they did to people. Like the SEC's not our friend. Look how long they've prolonged this crap.
I know. It's a screwed up. One thing
Everybody,
I do love about this, and I love this compared to any other play out there, as we know, this is the one play that time is on the retail side. As I think was mentioned in that MetaFam chat, with like AMC, GME, those short positions could hold through those swings of $60 and $50 and $40. They could hold a short position because they can just kick the can down the road. But with MMTLP, there's only like 10 to 15 days. They can only kick the can like a few more days down the road. They cannot kick the can any farther. I just want to point out real quick, people saying that my audio, they can't hear me.
It cuts off.
I don't know.
It cut off a couple times. I don't know, brother.
I don't know. That's really weird. I usually never have any issues.
Probably me. I screw everything up, Terry.
I don't know, brother. I don't know, man. I'm just checking my settings here real quick. I have people saying the audio's fine. I literally got my microphone, literally, guys, as you see, like right here, like this is my microphone. I literally have it like 2 feet away. As you see here, I'll make this bigger, but I got my like boom. Let me just move the boomstick or the candle thing there. I don't know. Everyone's saying it's quiet. I don't know. I don't know. I know one thing. We have a boatload of people in the chat right now. 372 people, man. People is excited for this.
Love them.
I mean, people's excited, and that's what we're here for. All right, so I moved that. I'm hoping the audio will be... I had the microphone literally like right under my chin. So as you can see, I got the whole thing right here. You can see it. I got the microphone literally like right in front of me at my chin. So hope the audio is good. Everyone's saying good now. Perfect. So I got it directly in front of me. Man, the chat is just so crazy right now. I love the chat right, man. Chat, I love you.
We love you.
Yeah, man. We love you, chat. We're here for you.
I love you. My wife's downstairs saying, I love you.
Yeah, that's funny. All right, I just had to move the microphone in front of me. All right, so everyone's saying it's good now. Okay. I did see a question down below, and I'm just kind of curious. I have a question for you here. Do you have any... I know you're definitely... you are like an OG holder. You held through that merger. I know we did interviews in the past. You had like 50,000 shares that was worth like $500,000 back in the day. It's probably close to that again because it's $9 roughly, give or take a few cents. People was asking, do you have a game plan set of where you start selling your shares? What's your minimum? What's your starting price? And I'm not saying you're going to sell them all, but like say, what's your point of selling 100 shares, 500 shares, 1,000 shares, 2,000? Like, what was your kind of... I know it's kind of hard to give a price until you start seeing action, but like, do you have any game plan set?
Well, Mike Tyson said one time, you got to plan until you get punched in the face. So I will scale out as long as there's massive volume and liquidity. And I mean, I'm not gonna, if it goes up to $100 day one and drops down to 70, I'm not selling. Because that's just the beginning of a train that can't be stopped. We've already just spoke of the math. I mean, we didn't really antiquate it or anything, but they have to cover absolutely millions and millions and millions and millions of shares a day. So I will be paying attention to the short volume. I'm going to be paying attention to how much trade's coming in. When you look at the tape, the tape will indicate where people are trying to get out at and in at. And I'm going to try to just make an educated guess.
That's all we can do. That's all we can do.
Yeah, I mean, when it starts getting, it starts going up over 150, 50 a share, pushing 200 a share, because I don't see any reason why it's not going to. I've seen short squeezes that have gone a lot higher than that with a lot less shorts to cover and a lot larger floats. So you remember, the smaller the float and the more shares to cover, the more volatile it's going to be. If she starts losing momentum around them prices, I'll shave. I'm not pushing liquidate button. I'm not selling all my shares at once. No way. But I will trim down. It starts gets up over 150. I might trim down a little.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, that's kind of the plan. And I tell people that, you should have a game plan. Now, I always say this, everyone's financial situation is like different, man. So this is like, some people may only have 1,000 shares or 500 shares, you know. Some people may only have that, and hey, you can still turn a huge fortune out of 500 to 1,000 shares.
I get 1,000 shares. Let them ride.
Yeah. So I mean, like, there's definitely nothing wrong. Like I always say, for an example, 1,000 shares. I'm just guessing that the average person has around 1,000 shares. So I always say, sell like 100 at a time. That way, then you have 10 limits to collect profit.
Yeah.
And that person has to decide, because this person, everyone has different financials, and this person may want to sell. Let me just, because let's face it, 100 shares of retail selling over an average isn't really going to affect any volume. It's going to be those shorts, the synthetics, the nakeds out there. If you sell, like, just for an example, someone may say, I want to sell 100 shares at 50. I'm going to sell another 100 shares at 100. I'm going to sell another 100 shares at 150. Every $50 up, I'm going to increment out and maybe save the last 100 or two for something crazy like high 1,000 or something, over 1,000 or something. So I just want everyone to really take a time to really get a game plan before this thing starts. I mean, it's already moving. It's up over 600%, but I want everyone to start setting a game plan. I want to touch base. Now, we had Gray in the MetaFam chat. He was apparently hearing from the big whale investors that they hold a large sum of shares, like 30-some% of the actual, like, outstanding shares. I know he's going to do more research to confirm that information that we heard in that chat. That was towards the very end. I did shoot him a message that if he would like to send me a post on all that information he said, or even come on the channel to do a live stream, I would love for him to confirm all that information. And once he has it confirmed, we could get it on the channel and have him share that if he would like to. That's totally up to him, though. You don't have to. But those people, as of right now, until he confirms it, they're not even starting to sell until $325 and $350. Now, I have to be honest, I will have a small sell order, probably around the $100 range, just to get some profit off the table. If we start hitting the hundreds, I will sell 100 shares, maybe another 100 shares at 150 or something like that. Nothing crazy, but I want to get some money off the table at those prices, because that's a pretty huge amount of money. I mean, you're talking, as right brain here, you have a $0 cost because you helped do Torch, but you got someone like me that was buying at $1. Oh, actually, my first shares I bought at 70 cents. 80 cents. Then I was buying for that last year at $1, $1.50, $2. So, I mean, if I'm selling, you can't argue if you're taking profits at 3 digits. I mean, you're talking right now, my initial shares that I bought on October 7th, 2021, which was the very first day that MMTLP hit the OTC market, started trading. Everybody was freaking out. So those are my first shares. I bought 500 shares in my Fidelity account the very first day. Now, those shares have 1,100% gains right now, 1,000% gains, and like 900 and 800% gains. Those very first shares that I was buying at 75 cents, 80 cents. And it's pretty beautiful to look at those shares. And as my tax purposes, it says long, because I've held them. So they would be considered long-term capital gains, which is fantastic. So the longer I can hold out those Fidelity shares, I'll be only paying long-term capital gains, not short-term, which makes a huge difference for tax purposes. All right, brother. So go ahead with anything you want to. We got. This is crazy. I don't know if you can see the chat right now.
495 watches.
Yeah, we're about ready to literally crack 500 freaking people on the chat. Let's go. Wow. Wow. Wow.
It's been an exponentially wonderful experience to be part of this community. You know, it's been a long time. I've been waiting a long time. I think justice is a beautiful thing. Approximately 4 years they played their games, they being hedge funds with Torchlight Resources. And there were times when I doubted myself, being up around $500,000 profit and holding through the merger. And then, of course, it played with my emotions when the hedge funds got together and created MMTLP. Not that I wasn't happy for people being able to buy it, but it upset me because I could have bought it then, took my profit and bought a lot more.
I remember that. We had a live stream a while back, and you told me that story that, you had those 50,000 shares that ran up to like $10. You could have sold for $500,000. And we were doing that stream when MMTLP was like $1.50.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a huge swing. And here we are today on this, and I could probably pull up that live stream and do something about that where we talked about that. And today now, it's like 885. I got it pulled up here. 890 right now. It's trading at 890. Yeah, there we go. Currently trading at $8.90. So it's very close back up to where it was. Got a real quick, anyone does a super chat, you get an immediate shout out because the chat is going crazy and it's hard to keep up, but super chats will definitely get read. Huge shout out to JB for the $2 super chat. MMTLP to $1,000 baby. Let's go. I love the enthusiasm, man. Speaking of that, I'm gonna let you talk for a minute, right, Brain? I told the people in my last video that I was going to go make a purchase here over the weekend, and I want to go show them that purchase. So just talk to them for the next minute, and I will be right back.
All right, brother.
Be right back.
There he goes. Future meta millionaires. We're gonna be rich, bitches. This is awesome. I'm so happy for you guys. I'm so happy. Geez, I mean, I don't know. We could open up $15, $20 tomorrow. They got a lot of, I actually believe that they're going to have to get on covering very quickly. I don't think they're going to be able to extend or prolong. I mean, I don't think they're going to be able to prolong the amount of time they have to cover because they have approximately 20 something million shares a day to cover all their shares. The upthrust that will create, coupled with the FOMO, is going to be astronomical, absolutely parabolic. We have had a lot less shares needed to be covered historically in other stocks that have been traded. And I mean, I think if you have, I think even if you had 1,000 shares, if you held long enough, I believe you could reach a point where you're a friggin' millionaire for real.
It could.
What do you think, Terry?
So my point on this has always been, pretty much since day one, the double squeeze. That was my share this video too. Hang on one second, just shooting a quick message for the chat. I'm gonna pin it. Share this video to spread the message. And I got a surprise for everyone. It's going to be exciting. I believe it's going to get a lot of hype down there. Okay. All right, we got a super chat from CC. Thank you so much. Any concern that the whales selling about the same time at 325 to 350 will cause nearly a full short cover? That's a good question. If Gray is right in that chat, the UK whales, and I believe he said even Greg McCabe, and we'll have to confirm. He's going to confirm all that before, but he's talking about the top three whales: Greg McCabe and the two huge UK investors that they're going to start selling around 325 to 350.
That's 31% of the float. They own 31% of the float.
Yeah. So, I mean, if they start, and I believe he said that they're not going to dump all their shares at that point. That's just when they're starting to sell. You know what I mean? That's just when they're going to start selling shares, you know? And so I find that very interesting. Now, I got to do a little something here. I got to introduce something to the channel because it's going to be funny. It has been a while, guys. If you've been a follower of the channel, we used to celebrate on this channel with a little something, something. And I told you guys over the weekend, I was going to go get this little something, something. So we can celebrate, baby. And it is back. Yes. There it is. The Mad Dog 2020 Blue Raspberry, baby. I went to the liquor store because tomorrow it's going to be exciting. Now, guys, I got a premise here. Your boy has to work tomorrow, but I got something for y'all. So I will be able to take a couple shots tonight, but I can't do much because your boy has to get up in the morning to go to work. So I do work Monday. I work Tuesday. Now Wednesday I do get off early.
He's gonna be rich.
Yeah. So I mean, I got to tell y'all guys, like, for real. I love my job. It's a great government job. Excellent medical benefits for me and the wife, so I can never, unfortunately, quit that job. It's just, even though, no matter how much money I get from this play, I'll probably never want to quit that job. I like that job. I actually like going to work every day. It's really fun. It's very, I can't say it's fun, but it's, I don't know. You know what I mean? I just like going to work. I like being able to provide that good income for the family. But yeah, Mad Dog's back. Now, as I said there,
I like Jack.
We'll do a sip tonight. We're going to toast. I don't know, right, Brandon, if you have a special drink at your house you'd like to get a drink and toast with me, brother. If you do, I didn't really tell you I had this because I didn't really know what to do. There's so many people, 514 people. Let's freaking go. That alone deserves a freaking, like, celebration, man. Like, 514 people in the chat. So yeah, it's been a while. So I don't know, right, Brandon, if you have anything you want to do a quick toast with, man, here on the live stream, I'll take.
Well, I got some coffee. How's that?
That'll work. Hey, anything works, brother. I like your cup, by the way. All right, so here you can hear it popping open that seal. There it is. So all right, Brandon, brother, put your coffee up to the thing, get a toast. See, I got the lid off of it. There we go, toast. And here we go, brother. It's been a while since we had some Mad Dog on the channel, but here we go.
Woo!
Woo! Man, that stuff hits so good. Like, it really does. It has been a while since I had a nice swig of the Mad Dog, man. But man, that blue raspberry, as Uncle Smokey says for Sprite, Mad Dog 2020, not a sponsor yet. I need a sponsor. Mad Dog needs to sponsor the channel. I do got a super chat here we got to cover. Hang on one second. Danilio Perez, MMTLP and MMAT to the moon. We'll be rich. You know what I mean there? We'll be rich, witch. If you know what I'm saying. Don't want to get demonetized, guys. We got to keep that. We got to keep YouTube loving us. Future meta millionaires. Let's freaking go. Yes. All right.
Woo-hoo.
We got someone saying that people sell. It's either a love or hate with the Mad Dog. People either really love it. People really hate it. I love Mad Dog, man. I don't know. Literally. Now this is the thing with Mad Dog. I'm gonna tell you, it tastes good. It has strong alcohol in it, so you got to be very careful. The alcohol content in this stuff. Does it not say on the bottle anymore? It used to say the alcohol content, but it doesn't. Wow, they used to say. I swear this stuff was like, if it was like, yeah, maybe 13 to 15% alcohol. I don't know. It's pretty high. Like it's like 3 times a beer or something like that. So it's actually really strong and it's really smooth and you can drink it and you're like, oh man, I feel good. But this stuff will sneak up on you like 30 minutes and next thing you know, you're over the toilet all night. So yeah. I try.
Good.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. So we do a sip or two on the stream. especially on a work night. Now, if I don't have to work, your boy would drink a good bit with you. But like I said, I'm really not, believe it or not, I'm not really a drinker. Not really a drinker at all. Not really a
I had
drinker.
some.
So yeah, I am like a lush because I don't really drink. So when I drink, literally, I could like, be drunk fairly quickly because I don't really drink. Okay, so we got that out of the way. We celebrated with a little toast there, a little shot of the Mad Dog. We'll have that back maybe in the future video. We'll see what the price action for tomorrow is. We may have that. So let's get back to talking about the baby, MMTLP, MMAT. Is there... Yeah, PH Ryan, my buddy down here. PH Ryan's at AMC. Yeah, I'm a lightweight. That's right, I'm a lightweight. I agree. Alcohol, I'm a lightweight. But here we are. Back to the stocks. We had fun there celebrating. What are your expectations for tomorrow? What do you think's going to happen with both MMTLP and MMAT tomorrow?
You asking me, Terry?
Yeah, like what is your expectations for both stocks tomorrow? What do you think's going to happen with the price?
I think we're going to open a lot higher than we're at, quite a bit higher than we're at right now. I think they'll try to short it initially, but like I was talking when you laughed, they have very limited amount of time to cover the amount of shares that they have to cover. On Twitter Space tonight, they were talking about some people on the phone for 15 minutes or 45 minutes to buy 200 shares.
Yeah.
Imagine if you had to buy 28 million shares, how long that would take. A day.
Yeah.
Every day.
And that's basically like...
They can't prolong. They can't prolong it.
If they're trying to buy like that many shares, they're gonna have to say just buy them at the market price for me. Now I know.
Yeah, dude.
Like we can't buy MMTLP at market price. We can only buy MMTLP at like a limit price. So that can get very. That can get very tricky.
We set the price. We set the price.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not the market makers anymore. We are.
Absolutely. Huge shout out to John for the super chat, man. Thank you so much. He sent a sticker. Looks like a coffee sticker. Love it, man. Appreciate it. Here we got Brent Ray with another super chat. You really think there'll be a lot of food tomorrow? I think he means FOMO. I think there'll be a lot of FOMO tomorrow.
Absolutely.
I believe there will be a ton of FOMO coming in, man. Absolutely.
We're trending everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, literally, like, it's crazy. Yeah, man.
My dad bought 17,000 shares, Terry.
Really?
Yeah, my dad, I got him. Actually, we reunited. I hadn't had a relationship with him since I was a kid. And we reunited. I started going to his church, actually. And I started talking to him about stocks. And he's like, "You're really knowledgeable, son." I said, "Yeah, I'm quite intuitive. I seem to have a knack for picking stocks." And I wasn't trying to be narcissistic or anything, but I mean, we're all good at something, I guess. And I told him about MMTLP, and he bought 17,000 shares. One of the dealers at the casino that I go to bought 1,000 shares. My uncle bought 10,000 shares. So I'm doing my footwork out here, man.
Now, do you know what price range were they buying before this recent run up? Were they buying during that $1 to $2 range it was trading at for the year? My
dad bought it at $1.40 just a month or so ago.
Wow, he's probably loving. He's like, "Oh my God, I love you so much. I bought this at 17,000 shares at $1.40. And here it's like $8.90 right now."
He's immensely conservative. He's a hard worker, and he doesn't. He's not a risk taker, but he listened to his son, went out on a limb, and he's text messaged me every day like, "God is so good." He goes, I still feel like I'm going to wake up from a dream. I can't believe this is happening. I mean, because he's up $130,000.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So he's like, I can't believe this is happening. And I said, "You ain't seen nothing yet, brother."
So here we got an example of you spreading a good word. Your father put in like, if he bought 17,000 shares at $1.40, that might be 20-some thousand or something he might have put into it.
Yeah.
And now he's at like 130-some thousand, you said?
Yeah, and his wife's like thinks he's going crazy. I said, well, you probably are crazy, but she'll be happy when her house is paid off.
Yeah, absolutely. And, we got a super chat, so we got to stop for the super chats. They're coming in hot. We got Alexander James. He has a question here. I'm not in yet. Should I buy as soon as the market opens? And what time would that be? Okay, so tackling this question real quick. I don't know how long, if you're not in it yet, you may be a new investor to this. So you got to ask yourself, are you in this for the FOMO? Are you in this for the oil and gas assets that is attached to MMTLP Nextbridge? So it's kind of hard to say, should you buy? Because we can never tell you to buy. Now, I can tell you what I'm going to do. So I hope this answers your question, Alex. I'm going to put in a limit order first thing through TradeStation, and I'm hoping to get 200 shares. That's my goal. I have cash setting in my TradeStation account. I am hoping to grab 200 shares at the market open. I'll probably set the limit for like 9 or 950 and hope it fills, because I don't know if it's going to run higher than that. I don't know where it's going to go. So I'm hoping to have the order queued up, and I may put like a $9.50, $10 limit order, because it does say it'll fill at a lower rate. You just put like your max you're willing to pay. So I'm hoping to get those 200 shares under 10 bucks. That's kind of my goal. If I can get that, add a little bit more to the portfolio, I'll be happy. So I hope that answers your question, Alex. If I'm still buying it tomorrow at open, that's up to you if you want to buy. But I can tell you I'm going to buy. And the reason I feel confident in buying, because if it goes down, I'll see to buy more. And if it doesn't go up anymore and stays where it's at, I'm okay holding the Nextbridge. So that's that one. We got a super chat here from Zach Allen. Thank you so much. He says, love your videos, Terry. We love you too, brother. Thank you so much for the support. All right, yeah, so OTC markets. Let's pull it up so everyone can see. Yeah, so here, East Coast, I believe it's 9:30. 9:30 East Coast, yeah. OTC on the East Coast is 9:30. Someone here says pre-market West Coast, 6 a.m. Market opens at 6:30 a.m. So you might be able to, yeah, 9:30. You might be able to get orders in the queue at like 9 o'clock, but the market technically won't open till 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, so and this is another point here. Someone says different brokers allow pre-market trading on different times, but this is OTC, so there's no pre-market or after hours. So yeah, you're not going to buy pre-market or after hours on MMTLP. Now, if you don't have a broker that's unable to buy MMTLP, you may want to take a look at the sister play to this, MMAT, because a lot of volume is going to start pouring into that baby here soon as well. All right. Anything you got to say there, Right Brain?
I'm just listening, man. I'm happy, excited about tomorrow. Very happy all your followers in mine are going to have life-changing money coming their way, so it's good.
Yeah. When I started this journey, I said my goal was to get enough money to pay my house off. That was my initial goal. But I have a feeling I'm going to have enough to pay my house off, pay both my cars off, and put a little bit of money in the bank. That's really what I'm hoping. That's really what I'm hoping.
Cut out, brother.
Did it cut out? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just go real quick. Chat's going crazy too. All right, we got another super chat. So let's tackle these super chats. What if we hold till Nextbridge? What would the shares be if we hold out till? Then I'll follow you, two brothers from Cali, Los Angeles. I think this gentleman's from Los Angeles, Cali. So let me give you a quick rundown of what's going to happen. If you buy MMTLP and you hold to Nextbridge, so let's say MMTLP is trading at like $15, $20, and then it goes bye-bye. In your brokerage, your MMTLP will disappear, but you're going to see a Nextbridge share, private share in your brokerage. So what will happen then, it's going to show zero. So you're going to be used to seeing if that MMTLP was setting at 20, it's going to go to zero through Nextbridge. But keep in mind, guys, that means you don't get zero. It's just a placeholder to they sell the oil and gas assets. That's what that is. So if they sell the oil and gas assets, you will then get a either stock swap of another oil company or a potential dividend. If there was a sale of cash, it could be a stock of another company. That could be as well. Another shout out here to my buddy Winston's All Things Electrical. Join the channel membership. Bronze, thank you so much, man. Thank you for joining the channel membership. It means a lot, man. Everyone's so everyone's so active, everyone's so excited. I love it, man. Thank you all so much.
Tom, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. It's kind of, we have a little bit of a lag, but I think it's because there's so many freaking people in here that could be.
Thomas Dubois made a great point, and this should be conveyed. Remember, folks, the squeeze is just that. It took nickel 19 minutes to go to $1,000 a share.
Wow.
You know, when you have the liquidity, the volatility, you have a float that is exceeded by shares shorted. You can have moves, you know, to say it would go to 100's an understatement. To say it would go to 2, you can have moves of 100. You can have candle wicks that come down $100. You know, you got your solid part of your wick.
Yeah.
You got your solid part of your candle. The wicks can extend $100. Watch, I actually put out a video last week on the Porsche squeeze.
Okay.
And they have a lot less shares to cover than we have. So I mean, you don't know. I mean, some people say $1,000 a share, guys. That's a little high. Well, it is high.
Yeah.
So 280 million shares to cover.
Yeah. And
that's high.
And look at HKD. I mean, that thing went to over.
Right.
Was it 1,500 or 2,000 a share, something like that? I could probably pull up a chart on it real quick.
GameStop.
Yeah, let me pull up HKD because that's probably one of the HKD stock. This thing, I'm going to pull up Yahoo Finance because I think it'll pull up the actual run. Yeah, so here's the 52-week day, the 52-week range. The low of $12.05 and the high $2,555.30. Wow. So you got this stock that went up to $2,500, guys. HKD went to $2,500. So that is pretty amazing. Okay, someone's saying that HKD has a 10 million float, but we got to think too, if they have that low of a float, we may have more of a float, but we may have more short shares, more synthetic shares than what they had. So
way more.
Oh yeah. So it could I'm not saying it's going to happen, but of course anything can happen. I mean, there was 80 million that's being thrown out there from the Torchlight days. 80 million that was never covered from Torchlight.
At least.
And John Berta said they had to buy 1 share of MMTLP and half a share of MMAT to cover that. Yeah. That was straight from John Berta himself that said that.
Yeah. He's not full of shit.
No. Trust me, I'm going to believe John Berta over any other person out there, you know.
Come on. You're not going to believe the bears on Stocktwits?
Yeah. I'll have to believe them over John Berta. Yeah. Come on now.
Got to talk these people off a bridge, brother.
I know. Yeah.
Hey, I got 1 second left, 1% left on my phone. It's going to die.
Okay.
I love you. Terry.
Right, brother. Thank you, brother. Have a great night, man.
See you tomorrow.
See you, brother.
Good night, you glorious bastards.
Peace out, guy.
Bye, brother. Thank you.
Yep. All right, guys. So that was, we'll still stay here. Let's see. We got the right brain up here. Yeah, so we're still rolling. We're still good. So we got right brain trader, guys. If you're not following Right Brain Trader, go do that right now. Just type in Right Brain Trader MMTLP. I'm sure he will pop right up. Actually, I might be able to put his link to his channel. Let's copy that and let's pull up YouTube. All right, let me post his link here, guys, in the live stream. There we go. Mute. All right, here we go. Let me type in R. Oh, nope. Sorry, guys. RBT. And here we'll put the link. And we'll pin it. Replace it. Okay, there we go. So I got the pinned message of his channel. So there we go. Okay. I figured we can stay on here for a few minutes, guys, and just talk. All right. What's going on, Jenny? All right. All right, Right Brain Brother. Thank you so much. Are you guys? All right, let's see here. If Jenny would ever love to come on the channel, I'd love to have her on here. That'd be fun. Everyone says, I hear you. Yeah, Terry, please use some of your profits for YouTube Premium. I guess I will have to end up getting that. That would be funny. I know, guys. It's like, trust me, you don't understand that I put what I could in MMTLP, guys. You don't even understand. Like I said, we're buying $5 malt liquor, so we don't buy the expensive stuff because we like this. So, all right. So for tomorrow, I do believe that Uncle Smokey is planning to live stream the price action. I'm not sure if who else is. I don't know if Tony or Allie's going to. But yeah, definitely make sure you're on YouTube. Definitely actually, let's go over to Jenny. Would you really like to go live? All right, let's see here. That'd be pretty funny if Jenny would like to go live. That'd be pretty cool. She says no. I thought she said earlier, what would you have to do to get on the channel? That's funny. Maybe I'll try to convince her, guys, to hop on the channel one day. I could see if Tony wants to hop on here. Let me see here, guys. Can I sign in? All right, there we go. Sorry, guys, just getting my stuff pulled up here. Meet. Maybe meet now. There we go. Copy the meeting link. Okay, there we go. I got it. All right, so let me see if Tony would want to join the chat real quick, guys. Let me see if he's available. Let's see. Anyone wanting to join? Where is my man Tony at? Here we go. Want to join my YouTube live. All right, we'll see if Tony responds, guys. We'll give him a second there to see if he responds back. I don't know what anyone's doing. So we'll see. Let me hop back on here. Just want to say thank you to everyone, man, for watching. All right, so I shot him a message. We'll see if he does reply back. That would be cool, man. Just to randomly start sending everyone the link and hope they like join in. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, so we will see if Tony does join in. We'll give him a few minutes here. I know we have been going live streaming for a while, guys. So we'll see here if Tony is able to join in. Oh yeah, while we're waiting on that, let's go to Stocktwits. Stocktwits. Oh, and I do wanted to give a shout out here to Stocktwits. I don't know if you guys know this, but I don't know if I shared this or not. I think the chat maybe froze, man. There's so much going on with this that make sure it's working here. All right, there we go. All right, so it seems to be working. We got a super chat from Yabu Entertainment, looks like. I have a few shares of MMTLP on Robinhood. Will that short squeeze to even though no one can buy shares through Rob? Yes. It does not matter what brokerage you hold your MMTLP on. So if you're holding MMTLP on Robinhood, now I'm pretty sure Robinhood, you can only sell your shares. You cannot buy more. So if you're holding, I don't know, 500 shares on Robinhood, I'm just using that as an example. If you're holding those shares and you see it hit a price you like, you are able to sell those shares on Robinhood. And that's up to you to set your price limit. We're not here to tell you what to sell, what to buy, all that. But you can set a limit that, yes, you can sell on there if you'd like to. I wanted to give a shout out here to Stocktwits. They are actually following me. I think that's pretty darn cool. I do tweet them a lot, talking about MMTLP, MMAT, and I happen to look and I'm like, oh my God, they follow me. And I don't know if I missed it, but that's pretty cool that the Stocktwits Twitter page actually follows me. So that is pretty cool, guys. There we go. So I just want to share that with you all, that your boy is getting followed by the Stocktwits official Twitter page. So I was pretty excited about that. But now let's go to the actual Stocktwits. There we go. This is getting me signed in here, guys. Sorry. All right. Let's go to trending. Yeah, look at this, man. Hey, I do see Pidge was active earlier. Rankings. All right. So here we go. All right. So here we're looking at currently trending. MMTLP is number 1 right now. Wow. And this says these are the top 10 trending streams on Stocktwits right now. Check back every 5 minutes for updates. Yes. MMTLP, guys. The score 20.81. And the next stock here as a 13. So we have a huge following MMTLP right now. No MMAT on trending. Let's go to most active. So right now, MMTLP is trending number 3 on the most active. And we got MMAT in here now, trending number 8. So that's fantastic as well. Hey, welcome, William. How you been, brother? So there we go. On the most active, MMTLP number 3, MMAT number 8. And we go here to the watchers. All right, let's take a look here at the watchers. Number 2, MMTLP. And number 6, MMAT. These are the top 10 symbols with the most new watchers in the last 24 hours. Check back every hour for updates. So we have 265 new watchers in the last hour for MMTLP. MMAT has 172 new watchers. All right. All right, let's go to the MMTLP Stocktwits. And let's just see what's... Yeah, there it is. So currently... Oh, let me adjust the box. There we go. MMTLP now over 14,000 watchers on Stocktwits. Let's go. And I do believe someone said that I think we originally had 7,000 or 8,000 shares, something like that. So watchers, I mean, we'll have to see what happens there. There we go. Someone a minute ago. Thank you there, Cage 2K10. Thank you so much for sharing the live stream. Love seeing that in here, man. Thank you all so much. All right, let's keep going up here. We got a lot of people in here talking, man. It is exciting. Exciting stuff. People here is going nuts. Yeah, so like I say, guys, you all got to have a game plan ready. All right. Have not heard back from Tony. He's probably pretty busy. He might have been on that chat the whole 3+ hours, so he probably is pretty tired, I'm sure. So we'll just hang on here. I'm gonna look at the let me get back here to you guys. Let's go over some quick questions here real quick. Tony posted something. Oh, did he? Let's go to YouTube. And let's go to Market Moves. Market Moves. Did he post something? Here we go. That was a day ago. Why don't I have his channel link there? There we go. That was a day ago. Maybe he posted on Twitter. Do I have Twitter pulled up? No, I don't. Wow. Twitter. Should you call out tomorrow? I don't know, man. I'm not telling anyone what to do on that. I know I am unfortunately going to have to go to work, unfortunately. Everyone smash the like button, man. Tweet, that's his pin tweet. And he has that. So no, he has not posted on there or anything. Yeah, and there is no pre-market in the OTC, but I will be... Terry, I recognize you hidden in my hand. Yeah, trust me, I will be on my phone as much as I can, guys. Active on Stocktwits. Here we go. Derek, pretty funny. Can you call in sick now live? No, I can't do that. We got Garrison here. T-Stonks, can you remember the last time you were this excited for a bell opening in the AM? I don't think I can remember any time I was this excited for a... Oh, okay, yeah. Bobby Luther has something here. He wants me to share about the TD Ameritrade. I think he sent that to me in Twitter. All right, guys. Sorry, I have so... You don't even know. Like, my messages have been just so... I don't know if I have those messages, Bobby, or where is that at in here? How long ago was that? My chats, guys, are so ridiculous of like trying to... Bobby, can you send me that message now over Twitter? Could you send that message to me now, brother? That'd be fantastic. Because, yeah, I have so many messages that it's just so hard to go through and find something. Or if you just want to put them here in the chat, that would be fantastic as well. All right. Someone here says TD Ameritrade. Let me put in an order at $475. Let's go. I do know that TradeStation let me put $1,000. Okay, here we go. Perfect. He just sent me the message. Oh, yeah, so let's go over this. So for TD Ameritrade, he says he didn't get to record it, but he has some great information, though. With TD Ameritrade, your sell limit is calculated as follows. Based off the ask price of the stock from 0 to 100, you can set it at 5,000 of the ask price. So 5,000% of the ask price of MMTL. Man, 5,000% at the current ask price, so that's like $8.90. Woo, that'd be crazy price you could set that at. And it says here, from 100 to 500, you can set it at $1,000 of the ask price. From 500 to 1,000, you can set it at 500% of the ask price. And 1,000, anything above 1,000, you can set at 200% of the ask price. So based off a $7.40 share price. His max would be $370. So currently here at, let's say $9, it'd probably be closer to that $475, $500 range actually. So that makes sense. Someone here in the chat said that they sent it for $475. So that probably is the limit actually, that they will let you send that to. Just going here. I think we pretty much covered everything, guys. I just know one thing, guys. I am super excited. I love seeing everyone down here in the chat. Super excited, man. It's been exciting times. I am just happy to see everyone down here. I did go over Google Trends, William, in my video earlier today. So if you have not watched my video from earlier, the one 6 hours ago, I do go over the Google Trends. I think it's time to go get a good night's sleep, so that way we can be well rested going into tomorrow. We got a question here by Christopher. What are your first price targets? Mine is going to be right where Roller Pigeon's at, around $100. It's going to be triple digits. So that's pretty much it. Triple digits is going to be the starting sell price. And as I said, we're only selling like 100 at a time, guys. We're not selling like huge bulk because this thing does shoot up. I want to make sure I have shares to catch that huge run up as well. Yeah, so all right, guys, we have been going for a little over an hour and 11 minutes. I want to thank the Right Brain Trader again for stopping in. I want to thank all you guys for stopping in. We had over 500 and some people, close to 600 and some people here on the YouTube live stream. I hope we get some crazy price action tomorrow. Special thanks to everyone that gave a super chat. Thank you to everyone that has joined the channel membership. Once this saga has kind of played out with MMTLP and MMAT, I probably will plan on doing other plays on the channel. We're always going to cover MMAT. We're always going to cover MMTLP and Nextbridge. But I will try to start introduce some other plays that I like as well. And maybe we'll talk about those in the channel membership. So that'll be exciting. Super chat from Craig Dubs. Thank you so much. Going to watch the replay. Thanks, Terry. Thank you so much, Craig. Appreciate your support. Thank you, everyone down below. Just love you guys, man. Love and appreciate every single one of you. Hope you all have a great night. And don't forget, I hope we'll be back tomorrow on a regular video or a live stream to celebrate again with, look at that now. Mad Dog puts bling bling on their bottle now, guys. Mad Dog puts the bling bling on the bottle. That is hilarious, by the way, that Mad Dog 2020 now puts bling bling on their bottle. So yeah, so love and appreciate every single one of you guys. I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Hey, after this is over, keep the chat rolling. Last time we ended the live stream, the chat still kept going for like 10 minutes or so. So I'll be chatting with everyone down in the chat as the video uploads. So let's keep the chat going down below. Peace.